Okay. Wait. Apparently completely forget about putting in a capture. No. minor technical difficulties. Shut up. It's called I'm getting frustrated and Jade is not here to help me. We're off to a great start.
I mean, I can help, baby.
Media. No.
No. Display
But
capture.
whatever.
Just display capture.
Window capture. There we go.
There we go. Never mind.
Because we wanted to specifically just get that. Okay. Let us just shove that behind us real quick. There's the freaking ad things. Let's. There we go. So, just because I would like my thing not to be up at the top. Whatever. Anyways.
Fucking icky ads that we can't get rid of because we don't have.
Yeah, I'll read yours too. Whatever. Okay. Let's. How do I remove these?
I'm not. I
Go
don't
to template. Okay. Okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do here today is go through the My Little Pony villains from Friendship with Magic specifically and rank them on a tier list. We have not finished season 9, but we're getting pretty close. But we got villains that we have seen the beginning and ends of what happens with them, as well as ones that we haven't seen the ends of, and we'll be going over whether they deserved redemption for the ones that got it, or didn't deserve redemption. And that's for both ones that we've seen the endings of and ones that we have not. Alright. I think I worded that good.
Worded good enough.
Word good. Okay. We are going to start with Tempest. Or Fizzlepop Berry Twist. You don't really know a lot about her. Because she's from the movie.
Unfortunately.
Honestly, I feel just because she did get a redemption arc, even though it wasn't really discussed upon in the show at all. Her redemption arc was pretty much just she worked for this asshole, Storm King, who, by the way, I'm just gonna say it, Storm King did not deserve any redemption. He didn't get one. I don't care. Fight me. Mm-hmm. That is my opinion. That is what this tier list is our opinions. So, but she only worked for the Storm King because of the fact that she became an outcast when her horn got broken when she was a kid. She became an outcast because what's a unicorn without their magic?
Exactly.
Honestly, I feel she's solid right in the middle for Redemption arc. Just because, we get to see a couple snippets of her in the background, I think, in Friendship with Magic. But I could be wrong. Just casually drinking Mountain Dew. 2 liters in the background. Alright. We'll just go from this direction, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Chancellor Naysay.
Racist.
Racist. End of discussion.
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like he could have.
I feel like I get that he ended up turning around towards the end with the first time we see Cozy Glow. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry to say it. He still didn't get the redemption arc I feel he should have got, but he's so racist and blatantly racist against any other creature besides ponies. And apparently he's also racist to ponies anyways, because there's a comment that Celestia gives about how with her School of Magic and everything in the EEA like handbook guidelines
Oh
and
yeah,
this
and
EEA standards bullshit. Apparently, he said something similar about a school for Unicorn, Pegasi, and Earth Pony would never work. Just like he
Yeah.
said with a school with other creatures from around Equestria wouldn't work. So, he could have gotten a better redemption arc if they had just made him a bit the less racist.
well, no, I feel like he could have gotten a really good redemption.
Like, I
as
get that
he is.
I get that they did approach the topic of racism without, like, flat out approaching the topic of racism. Sorry, I realized that turning towards you is going to trigger your microphone.
That's fine. I'm just here.
Yeah, Bobo is just here.
I'm literally right next to you, so there's no.
Yes, there is no point. Anyways.
So, hold on. I think he could have gotten a really good redemption arc if they had talked about his racism a little more.
I
and
mean,
gotten
just
it-
his redemption arc that they tried to give him of just, oh, he's gonna help. And realize that, no, that this pony is not a good pony when it comes to Cozy Glow. When he comes back with Twilight and her friends being gone and Cozy Glow trying to take over the school friendship. Because when we get to her, we'll go from there. Anyways, so he sits at D tier. Just because they could have dialed back his racism, but also at the same time touched more on racism in the My Little Pony universe. Just because that is a very big topic that should be talked about.
it should have been talked about.
Just in any media, honestly, because it doesn't get as much recognition of it existing and needing to be talked about and stopped. Obviously, no racism. Racism bad. Anyways, okay, Cozy Glow. I gonna put her. Honestly, I think at the same tier as Chancellor Nace.
Honestly?
Only reason. Because of the implications that she might have murdered ponies.
I feel like
she could be redeemable, but also clearly something is wrong. Something had to have happened with some sort of neglect or something for her to be as insane as she is. If we looked at it and if this was more of a mature show, she wouldn't have just been oh, friendship, type thing. It would have been probably a lot darker of a topic, honestly, in my opinion. I'm gonna talk about that though, just because that warning is not on the channel right now.
No. Well, plus that's not what the topic is.
But that's also not what the topic is. This is just going based on how they are on the show. Discord.
S tier. I love
S tier.
his redemption arc.
His redemption arc is really nice. Also, Fluttercord exists. You can't tell me otherwise.
It's canon.
It's canon.
He
Angel Bunny says something when he's in Fluttershy's body in the one episode where he's imitating her. He's just I want to marry Discord.
The thing is Discord even makes fun of it himself in one of the episodes.
But he's also gotten very protective, like a partner would over Fluttershy when she got taken in the one episode. But I think the Changelings, if correct, yeah. And he doesn't care about the rest of the ponies, but when Starlight Glimmer, who we'll get to in a bit, tells him that Twilight and her friends were taken and everything, he's not really caring at first until she specifically, I believe, mentions Fluttershy. And then he instantly gets his attention instantly. He's they have Fluttershy, and she's yeah, and he's where? And his eyes are red, they flash red. He's pissed. This man's about to throw hands for his future wife. So S tier. I think they did really good on his redemption arc, honestly.
I also like how long it was. It was a nice redemption arc.
Flim and Flam. They can go at that level with Tempest, and the only reason for it is because it should have been touched on more in different ways, because it was the same thing. I don't know if there's any more in the show. I don't remember. It's been a while. But I genuinely feel the repeat of, oh, we're gonna cause issues that the main six have to solve.
Like,
I get that that's what the point of the show is, like, oh, it's the main six solving all these friendship problems. But also, I'm sorry to say, they could have.
They didn't learn. Like,
They went through the
that's
same
what
damn thing the entire damn show.
Like, that's what why I don't like Flim and Flam is because of the fact that they just never fucking learned anything. Every single one of their lessons just went over their head because the next lesson's the same damn thing, just worded slightly differently.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, this
I
tonic
feel
that's
like-
a lie. Oh, we're conning ponies out of money
it's
for
just
this thing or
con-
this thing or
They're
that
con men,
thing.
but like
They're con men. I get it. They're clearly meant to work together. One's the almost whole apple with the slice out of it. The other one is the single slice out of it.
and they're damn near identical.
And they're
except
damn
for
near identical.
One has a mustache and no stripe in his hair, and the other has a stripe in his hair.
Well, no, both have white in their hair.
No,
It's different how it's in their hair. But
right.
they could have definitely deserved a different approach at their issues instead of just being
I
con
feel
ponies
like-
and nothing else.
Yeah, no, I feel like they could have had like a couple really good like arcs over it, but they just were the one-off villains.
Exactly. And they just kept being the one-off villains. It felt like they were just there for filler episodes.
Yeah, and it made me really sad because there could have been, even over like the couple episodes, there could have been one of them. I don't remember which one is which. I'm like completely.
I don't even know which one's which.
Like,
It's been a minute.
Flim or Flam could start like feeling bad for all the people they're conning, and then there's.
I
like,
believe
this
they actually
between
do
them.
have an episode where something like that happens, but I could be wrong.
Like
Also,
it's just
characters like Grogar, Tirek, Chrysalis, they are currently part of the current storylines. Yes, we've already put Cozy Glow up here. We have not passed their whole thing going on in season 9 right now. But we're still going to put them somewhere.
yeah.
With what we know of them right now.
Mhm.
I'm going to try to refrain from any spoilers.
So I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, Grogar.
Rogar just seems.
He was kind of just, I'm sorry to say it, he's going in F tier. Reason why.
he
I'm sorry to
just-
say it. So far, he has just seemed like he's just there to be filler episodes.
Well, no, he feels like he's there to just drive the plot. He was never mentioned before this. His story was never told.
We just randomly hear about him
he's-
popping up and
he
stealing
just
Chrysalis,
exists.
Cozy Glow, and Lord Tirek.
He doesn't even really seem to appear in the background, and if he does, I at least don't know about it.
Exactly. I don't even think he does appear until he just randomly appears
Yeah,
in
no,
season
I
9 and
guess,
summons the villains. Which, by
I
the
feel
way,
like that's
this
a-
man
some
should
of
have
the
gotten
bit.
more time and
Yeah,
everything.
he
And I
was
feel
given-
like he should get more of background and shit like that. When this
Well,
man
he's
pulled
cranky ass.
2 ponies from Tartarus. Keep this in mind. No pony's supposed to be able to pull
Like,
creatures
not
from
just-
Tartarus besides like Celestia and Luna, because they can banish people to Tartarus.
Yeah, not to mention that isn't he older than both Celestia and Luna?
Yes, he is.
He-
He caused issues before Celestia and Luna took over. Like towards the beginning with Star Swirl Bearded and all
Yeah,
of
I
that.
think he was like before Star Swirl's time,
Exactly.
and then he just gets dropped in. Like I get some of it's part of the bit that he was unknown, but I feel like there could have been like subtler hints.
But also, I'm sorry to say it, if a pony had took, because he talks about like someone took his bell with his magic in it. I'm sorry to say, if his pony took your shit, how are you here?
Yeah, like
How did you casually seem
Like-
to build up enough magic to get back
it's
and be able
never
to pull not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 different ponies or creatures, technically, because one's a pony, one's whatever the fuck Tirek is, and one's a changeling.
I really,
Well, no, he's a pony too, technically. So 2 ponies and 2 creatures, one of which already has a lot of magical power. And keep in mind,
well, not
these
just
2
that,
were in
he
Tartarus. These 2 were
Yeah,
in
no.
Tartarus.
No,
How
like,
did he pull them from
he
Tartarus?
gave Tirek a fraction, like tiny fraction of his power, and it got him back up to like fighting strength.
Which is then concerning of like, how did he gradually build up that power? And
then why now? Like, what his motivations are never talked about. He's just thrown into the plot because they don't know what to do with these villains anymore. They needed a big bad, but they couldn't just create a new one because that's there's nowhere to fit in a new one. So they have to take old ones.
Also, magic doesn't just come from nowhere, as far as we know.
Yeah, it seems like there's...
I mean, there's the Everfree Forest, but I mean, that's never really actually talked about past the fact that the seeds that made it were from Discord, which then brings to question, what the fuck were those seeds and how did he summon them, and how come he hasn't dealt with the Everfree Forest? Do you think he knew about Zecora planning to live there long before he did that?
Also, my own tangent, I fucking hate the fact that no one ever talks about Zecora's species.
Oh yeah, her being the only zebra that we ever see in the show.
And it is never spoke about. It is never questioned. She just is. It's
nice, but also why is there just this random, clearly meant to be African woman out in the Everfree Forest by herself with no other of her species there?
That we can touch more on that if we do a...
That'll be a whole nother video of why are these one-off species never really actually brought up as to how they exist and why there's minimal of them.
We literally don't even see them in the School of Friendship either.
Exactly. We see all these other creatures. I mean, we don't see any Kirans, but those come in later anyways. But still, those also don't really get talked about. I think they get offhanded episode, and then that's it.
Yeah, I think they bring some into after they're introduced. They bring them in, and they never talk about it.
Honestly, that could be the next video we make, because I could tell you now, this one is so not going to meet any minimum. I mean, we might get to 30 minutes, but we'll see. Anyways, let's go to the next villain. King Sombra. I feel he didn't really get a redemption arc, but I feel he should go at a B. He did have good background. I will say that.
B for the potential.
B for the potential that he has, because
he could have had.
He's full of himself and everything, but also, why is he evil? Was he? Do we we never get more info about how he became the ruler of the Crystal Empire when it was his time that he was ruling before he was, banished by Domain 6 and Princess Cadence and everything with the Crystal Heart. This man doesn't really get a redemption arc, but he's there at the rank he is for the potential he could have to be at. I would love to have seen a redemption arc where he goes back to the Crystal Empire and Princess Cadence sees him and he apologizes for the things he did and says that he wants to be better, that he understands he can't rule the Crystal Empire, but he'd love to work for her. That he still wants, to be in the castle.
And he wants to make a difference.
And wants to make a difference. But
he comes back and then gets his ass kicked.
He comes back and within, I'm sorry to say it, probably, the time span of a couple hours, probably, in reality, in his, in the actual universe. It's probably, a couple hours in the My Little Pony universe itself, not, counting the actual episode, in the Friendship is Magic universe. This man probably went there. This was probably over the course of a single day. He probably went there, tried to overthrow them. Main 6 shows up. Fucking bop.
Just kicks his ass.
Kicks his ass.
And then he just is gone again.
And then he's just gone again.
And
Grogar's only discussion point after that is he already lost the fight because he had no potential because he didn't listen to me. And then he's never talked about again.
Yeah, then he's just gone.
He's just gone. He just gets banished with, that. I feel if he was given the ability to... some other characters that do get the ability to redeem themselves.
He didn't even get the chance. He could have had a really fun redemption.
Also, we are going to, with Nightmare Moon, go over the redemption process of what it would have been like if she got redeemed and stayed Nightmare Moon, but in more of a good form.
Oh, rather than going back to Luna, she's just Nightmare Moon now.
She's just Nightmare Moon, but she's not evil. She manages over the dream world still and battles nightmares.
Yeah.
Also, we have seen the redemption arc of the Pony of Shadows somewhat, except we haven't seen. We're going to be going over it based on the actual Pony of Shadows itself, not Stygian, who was inside the Pony of Shadows.
Yeah, it would like the physical creature.
Like the physical creature of Shadow. Okay. Lord Tyrek. I'm sorry to say it. He
could have gotten like a cool redemption.
He's
definitely
the only reason he's not fully at the bottom is because he could have gotten a redemption arc. Like, Discord tries to see the good in him. In the first instance we see him. We still haven't seen what's going on currently with, like, Grogar and everything.
Yeah, because we haven't seen the last, like, 2-3 episodes.
Roughly. But, honestly, from what we've seen, I feel like he should get a better, like, redemption arc. Like, I would have really loved to see, because we see a lot of villains in the show, whether they're, like, really bad villains like Discord, who literally wanted to take over Equestria in the beginning and everything, and had been turned to stone by Celestia and Luna for a long time before they released him for the main six to reform him. Like, if they think that Discord can be reformed, who's to say
literally anyone
couldn't be reformed? You know?
I mean, in all fairness, they did have a lot of hesitancy with
Discord.
Discord at first.
But it's like, they could still, like, they could easily banish all of these creatures if they really wanted to. Like, I'm sure there's, like, magic dampening devices. You can't tell me there's not magic dampening devices somehow.
Okay, I'm not even
in
gonna
the
lie.
universe. Like, I bet you could put Celestia and Luna could create something so powerful that it restricts Tyrek to not have any power.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has power. Like,
because I muted my mic.
Oops. Oh, well, it's fine. This is fine.
I'm still here.
You're still here. But I don't know. I feel like he could get a really nice redemption arc. In my opinion.
Especially with the fact that he started to genuinely see, like, the beauty there was friendship.
Exactly. Like, and when him,
just all the time,
Chrysalis, and Cozy Glow are out, they're like, this actually feels kind of nice. And then it's just like, no, we can't be like this. We can't have friendship in our lives. Friendship's bad.
Yeah, like, Queen Chrysalis is really just tried to, like, it's like the meme of the blob coming out of the box. It's exactly what the fuck happened.
Okay, Nightmare Moon. S tier. Well, her redemption arc she did get, turning back into Luna, was good. But I'm going based... We're going to put her down to A. Just because this would be where she'd be if she redeemed and stayed Nightmare Moon. Not in the evil sense.
It just stayed as...
It's like if we took Daybreaker, the one offhand nightmare version that Starlight has of Princess Celestia.
Which I really wish they talked about.
I wish they gave more info for Daybreaker, honestly.
Yeah, we see it like 3 more times after that.
I mean, it's the nicest way possible. I wish that, like, after Nightmare Moon happened, I wish Celestia would have... I mean, it's the nicest way possible. I wish it could have been like, oh, she starts battling, like, depression and shit over having to have had banished her sister for thousands of years. Like 1,000 years or something. If correct. 'Cause, yeah, the 1,000th day... or the 1,000th year of the Summer Sun celebration is when Nightmare Moon was set to return. Like,
yeah.
Clearly Celestia figured, there was redemption for her sister, eventually.
Yeah, she basically... Well, in all fairness, Celestia just... It's like, you're having a breakdown. Go to your room. Just chill.
But I don't know. Anyways, Nightmare Moon. If she stayed the way she was, but realized that she could be good still, but she stayed in the form of Nightmare Moon, I feel like she could have worked a lot better because it would have been accepting her flaws a lot more. That she's not
Like-
perfect,
No, not just that. The fact that
especially with the
like-
look of her having like a very like similar look to Chrysalis in the sense of like looking evil,
well,
bug-like.
it's the sharper.
Sharper look.
The
Sharper look looks really nice.
But there also could have been episodes where she battles with the fact that she is now permanently stuck as Nightmare Moon, unable to go back to what she used to look like.
Yeah, like
That
I
could
mean,
have
we
been
do get to
really
see them
fucking
touch
cool.
on Luna fighting like what is the creature that is Nightmare Moon. You know, the Tanibus, I believe is what she called it.
Yeah.
It's like she talks about like
Tantalus.
whatever. She talks about her like her depression. Clearly, because clearly this is a creature she keeps giving herself the same nightmare every night to suffer through because she feels she deserves it. It is literally her self-harming. But I feel like it'd be nice to have it where she learns to come to terms with how she looks, like it's permanent.
Mhm.
Nothing can be done. But she comes to terms with it and still, you know, turns out to be good.
'Cause-
But I'd also love to then see Daybreaker come back. And it'd be like after Luna is brought back and she's brought back, but she's Nightmare Moon, and the main six help her like realize she's okay to be who she is now. Even
I
if
would
she's not the
imagine-
same pony she was originally, like 1,000 years ago. And it'd be like, oh, Celestia battles this and blames herself and becomes Daybreaker.
or has like
And
worse nightmares about Daybreaker, and like Luna doesn't know. She doesn't go into her dream.
like maybe Celestia somehow has like is using her magic to specifically keep Luna out and just says that for some reason she doesn't dream. And like Luna as Nightmare Moon would be questioning it because she'd notice her sister looking more and more tired.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd love to see it like a gradual change in her mane as she becomes Daybreaker.
Hmm.
Like it's more of
Or
like
no, just
her,
at the hints of her like starting to become Daybreaker.
yeah, like just randomly like she seems to be spending a lot more time like because clearly there's like makeup and stuff in the universe.
Clearly.
So like maybe she starts spending more time in the bathroom at the palace, putting on makeup, and if her sister asks, she just says, "Oh, I've just got like some like bags under my eyes. I didn't sleep super good or something." Like she'd have reasons as to why she's doing these things.
Mhm.
I also noticed they never really talk about it. Like when do ponies start going gray? Because clearly Granny Smith went gray.
Yeah. We see
Clearly she
the
went
fact
gray.
that she went gray because she had
And
green
could the
hair.
princesses then go gray? Like imagine it's like she's
Oh,
dying.
It's
No, that's why she's got hair like dye for her mane in the color of her mane. Her sister's like, "Oh, why are you dyeing your mane?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm just getting some gray hairs. I didn't even know alicorns could get these," and is just actually hiding her becoming Daybreaker.
I would imagine because isn't there actually a spell to change hair color?
No.
No. I was trying to remember because I know that
Oh, it was the attempt at them trying to give Rarity hair in
Yeah,
one
'cause they
episode
were
because
talking about-
technically
hair magic.
hair magic is impossible. Anyways, we've spent so much time on Nightmare Moon and talking about Daybreaker, who's not even in this list.
Because she's not actually a villain. She is.
She is a nightmare of somebody's. Anyways, Pony of Shadows. He is down here at T-Rex level because really got no redemption arc for him. We see him get separated from Stygian, and they're pulled apart, and the Pony of Shadows is then banished to wherever the fuck Star Swirl and them send him.
But I will say,
But I feel like, what if we got a redemption arc of like, why is the Pony of Shadows here?
like or just
Evil.
like,
Why?
what is it?
What is it? Is it like
Like,
what
is it-
what Nightmare Moon was? Because it has a flowing mane like that.
Like it doesn't. They
But
don't-
also it's got the horn shape of that of like King Sombra. So I don't know. could have gotten more screen time, could have gotten an actual in-depth of like, oh, the redemption arc of the Pony of Shadows as the shadow form itself.
Because because they could have at least talked about like their backstory more. Honestly, I just wish that we got stuff like, oh, this is what the Pony of Shadows used to be like. It used to be a real person, and then
Like
got corrupted, and it's been so long since they've been a real pony that they've forgotten themselves.
Yeah.
And that's where we get the redemption arc.
Yeah. Okay. Queen Chrysalis. Similar situation with the Nightmare Moon thing. I'm sorry to say, I love King Thorax. I do. I really do. I really wish that in the first time we see Chrysalis, because she's currently in the current plot line that we're going through in season 9. Obviously, with like Rogar bring the 4 creatures and everything. I feel she should have gotten redeemed. I love King Thorax. I feel like he could be part of it. I feel like she would not be
queen anymore.
I feel like she'd be like a right hand to King Thorax. I feel like he'd be the one to seek her out. Because we see like Thorax's brother who still wants to be evil and everything. Like, we're weak if we're not feeding off of love this like forcefully and everything. And not sharing the love. Like, oh, I need it all to myself. Like, I feel like Thorax would do something similar that happened with, like, getting his brother redeemed and turning into a good changeling. I feel like it'd be similar for Chrysalis. I don't think she would change much. I feel like she'd still have, like, the grayscale. I'm sorry to say it.
I feel like she would look...
Because we saw something similar happen with Thorax's brother. He was more darker tones. Like the dark blue and everything. I feel Chrysalis would take a while to be redeemed. Thorax would spend time with her. She'd want to talk. She wouldn't want to do like the group therapy that the changelings do.
No,
she'd ask to speak to him one-on-one. I feel like they have like. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. Just real quick. I feel like they'd have like a really heartfelt, like heart-to-heart conversation of her saying, like talking about how all she knew was leading the hive. She only wanted what was best for the hive. And wasn't thinking, is this actually what's best for the hive, or is this all I can manage right now? Because she didn't want her hive starving. She cared about them because they're her children.
Yeah, like, she cared a lot about the hive, and I really wish they, like, kind of touched on that. I wish she didn't leave. But I wanted to see, like, at least an episode of her being, like, accepting the fact that I can't do that anymore.
Like, I shouldn't be feeding off of love. I should be sharing it.
Because clearly it's working for them.
I mean, Starlight helps with Thorax and the changelings turning good. That's a whole thing. And, I mean, Starlight literally tells Thorax to give Chrysalis all of his love. Yeah. To share it. And he does. I would have loved to see it be like that happens and she gets reformed in a way, but it's just because of all that power behind the love. And it's like she's still not great, but Thorax works with her and gives her a chance at being better. And her kind of like coming to terms and understanding, like, I wasn't caring about my hive the way I should have. I was thinking, what do I do to keep them safe? Not what do I do to keep them safe and happy, like a good leader. But I feel like she'd be like the second in command still. Like Thorax would tell her, like you gotta work towards being better. If you can prove that you can be good and everything, and work through the issues and everything, try to make amends, especially with all the changelings that are probably pissed at her for what she did, especially after she leaves. Like, they like Thorax, but it's clear not all of them are ready to accept him instantly as their leader. Because all they had for the longest time was Chrysalis.
Yeah, and then, I'm a little confused on why all the changelings were like, yep, Thorax. Like you have this one ruler for your, literal entire lifetime. For
the moment you're born. generations upon generations, as far as we know.
And then just suddenly everybody changes, and now somebody else is in charge. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Anyways, Starlight Glimmer. S tier.
Yeah, shit, hers was amazing.
Hers was amazing, especially up to where we are now, where she's going to be taking over the School of Friendship when Twilight retires as the head mayor of the School of Friendship. Like, she still battles daily issues, like we see her have the issue with Trixie in the one episode in season 9 where she yells at her that she would never pick Trixie as assistant head mayor because she needs an assistant. And she ends up, first of all, she didn't even think about it at first, about getting her childhood friend, Sunburst.
Yes. Oh, God.
Like, Sunburst then gets his dream of being able to work at a school. Like, he's
I think he's the
assistant head mayor.
the vice head mayor.
Vice head mayor, assistant head mayor, whatever. And, like, I'm sorry to say, she should have picked him from the beginning. He went to Celestia's School of Friendship. Or not Friendship, Magic, sorry. So he should have worked at the School of Friendship from the start.
Well,
but I do love that they approach the topic of, like, hard situations, like how to tell your friends they're not good at something.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And there's
I also just straight up, I absolutely love
like she still battles with shit. She still understands her mistakes. She has nightmares about like when she fucks up with her village and everything, with trying to make everybody equal and everything. Like she is terrified to go back there because of what she did.
Mm-hmm.
She still, I don't think she ever really goes back there, as far as we know, past the one episode where they invite her to the one festival thing. But I mean,
no, she does go back one more time, just for friendship problem. It was the one time that she was called by the map.
Oh, that was a different one. That was her going back to where her parents were. I think that you're thinking of. Because there was her and Sunburst having issues with their parents.
Right. Yeah, no, you're right.
Anyways.
You're right.
I think that's all we got for this one. This wasn't a very big tier list because it didn't mention like the single offhanded random villains out there. These were the reoccurring ones, which valid. I mean,
well, major villains.
Major villains or ones that reoccur fairly often. But that's all we're gonna do for now on things like villains in the Friendship is Magic universe.